I'm going to install a tracker right now. You ready? 3, 2, 1. There, tracker installed. Introducing the GM OBD tracker. This is a tracker that can give you instant data, instant readings, because it uses the OBD2 port of your vehicle. So what is the OBD port? It's a little diagnostics port that sits under your dashboard, and every car since 1996 has this port. It's what your technician will normally plug his laptop into when he wants to get fault codes and error codes from your car when you take it for a service. This little tracker, you use that OBD port, you plug this in, and you've got immediate data flows, immediate tracking. You can get just normal GPS, telematics data from this little guy, or if you take this bigger unit with a faster processor, you're able to get the full CAN bus, including fuel consumption, which is very, very important when you're doing fleet management. What's very important about the OBD reader is there's no wiring, there's no technician, it doesn't take an hour or two to do an installation, there's no downtime. The vehicle, doesn't even need to stop. And downside for this is that it is visible. This is not necessarily the best option when you're trying to hide a tracker if in case of hijacking or theft. This is very visible from the dashboard. So it's more useful for fleet management. Still have a stolen vehicle recovery unit somewhere in the car hidden away, because you don't want this to be your only source of data in the event of a theft. So let's talk technical specs. This is a 4G LTE Cat 1 modem. It can broadcast over your GSM network, so it's got a SIM card, it has one of our data SIM cards, it works cross-border anywhere in the world with a Go Metro SIM. It also has 2G fallback, so in places with poor data you still do get some signals out. GPS, BDS, dual constellation positioning, so you always have a read on where you are, and because it's sitting on the OBD port, you get diagnostic data, actual vehicle data. So we can get VIN number, engine speed, water temperature, fuel consumption, pedal position, mileage, fault codes, whatever you want. This little unit can tell you what's going on in the engine. It also does driver behavior analysis. Now this is really useful when you're managing a huge fleet and you want to see which one of your drivers is not driving the best. So you get 4 types: harsh acceleration, harsh braking, harsh cornering, and collision detection. So for a fleet of 600 to 1,000 vehicles, if you're managing a fleet, you're able to see exactly who's treating the vehicle like a getaway car and who's driving like a responsible adult. So this unit pays for itself when you think about managing a large fleet and looking at fuel consumption. Fuel is the biggest headline item in any transport's P&L. And the OBD port doesn't just estimate fuel consumption using mileage figures, it reports exactly what the engine's burning. You can see that your vehicle's got braking events, you can see that it's burning more fuel than normal and more than average. And so you can call the driver over and ask him, how's your driving? And when he says, no, like all of us, we think we're great drivers, you can point out to him that his braking events are above average, his mileage consumption is above average. So it identifies where drivers need training and how they can drive more efficiently. Either a driver who needs training, or it's a driver who thinks that every green light is the start of the Dakar rally. So you fix the behavior, you fix the vehicle, your fuel bill drops, brake pads last longer, and the device pays for itself really. So if you've got pool vehicles as well, and you swap these vehicles out all the time, and you've got different cost centers and different organizations, this is a gift, because no installation, deinstallation, it's plug and play. It literally is plug and play. So dimensions, well, if you're taking just the smallest unit that's got limited telematics capabilities, no CAN on this, you're looking at 48 millimeters by 48 millimeters by 23 millimeters, 45 grams. Look at that. It practically disappears behind the dashboard. If you're using the CAN bus, it's a bit more of a chunky unit, but it's filled with goodness. So the Go Metro OBD, plug it in, get data, get insights, get fuel consumption, engine codes, and then just get on with your day. If you'd like to know more about our full tracking range, please watch this video. If you'd like to see our sticker range, watch this video.